Welcome back to our channel. For this brand new video, please consider subscribing if you are new here. In this video we take a look at our tactical principles playing a 3-4-3. Let us dive into it. Ask our center back and left center back to move into the box alongside our goalkeeper, providing shot options for the first pass. Then we require concise movements from the rest of the players to create gaps within the opposition press, which we pass through using one-touch passing and wall passing. We also encourage our players to try and move the ball from one side to the other so as to exploit the blind side to the opposition press. We require our wing backs to be aggressive and try to use side overloads with the wingers and the mids so as to work the ball high up the pitch. High up we also require highly coordinated runs from the forwards. These may include the half-space runs from our wide forwards, blind side runs from our center forward, as well as inside runs from the far side forward and wing back. In some cases, we need to go long early on so as to catch the opposition high up, exploiting the space behind their high line before exploiting the space on their blind side for a cross from the far-sided wing back for a finish for the wide forward on the other side where the ball came from first. In an attempt to keep achieving numerical superiority in all phases of play, this may see our goalkeeper operate more as a hybrid center back, helping ball progression from the progression zone into the penetration zone. This comes with risks in case of a turnover, but it is a risk worth taking so as to achieve the goal of heavy possession and domination over the opponent. In case the opponent chose to first back off, we use the goalkeeper as the free man to try and look for gaps in the opposition press. We keep passing the ball patiently until a gap shows, and once we get away through the press, then we transition as first as possible, keeping in mind the principle of overloading to isolate. Meaning we build on one side so as to end on the other side before we come back to this side for a finish by either the center forward or the wide forward. Crossing is a very important aspect in our play, thus it is a prerequisite for our wing backs and wide forwards. However, everything needs to be done with the highest degree of precision. In some cases, if the opposition chooses not to offer any pressure in the first phase of play, then we task the center back to set forward with the ball alongside the goalkeeper, and we try to ruin the opposition into a press so as we can open up gaps in their press. We often try to use the wide areas so as to gain advantage in the half spaces, since the opposition full-back remain pinned by our wide forwards. We task our center forward to make blind side runs as often as possible, while the far-sided wing-back, instead of hugging the touchline, he moves inwards so as to lock down the far-sided opposition full-back, hence achieving the principle of a mix of minimum and maximum width. All aimed at creating coordinated runs. During pressing, if the opposition tries to build from the back, we task our wide forwards to stay tight to the opposition full backs, while the center forward stays tight to the number 6, allowing the center backs time on the ball, forcing them to go long where we have a 5 versus 3 advantage, since our defensive mids stay tight to the opposition center mids. In case of a turnover, we try to transition as fast as possible and as vertical as possible. However, in whatever we do, we keep high line, and it requires the goalkeeper to also stay high so as to sweep any loose balls behind the back line. However, sometimes we may aggressively filter the opposition to one side, blocking all nearby options before looking to intercept the switch and try to transition as quick as possible. That is all for today, and thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and a like and share would be nice of you. See you for another video soon.